Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Boris, and today we are doing something new. This is my new series called MMA X Talk, and basically what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go through X/Twitter and just talk about any MMA news that's going on, any type of Twitter beef that's going on. I mean, there's a lot of that happening all the time, so I feel like that's gonna be pretty entertaining to watch. So if you see anybody else do this, just know I did it first. All right, let's see what's on the feed today. All right, so look, there's only one ranked fighter on this entire card, just to put in perspective how bad this weekend's fight card is. Yo, we have 4 fight nights before UFC 300. That is criminal. And the way that they're looking, they are not stacked whatsoever. To be honest, I'm still not a veteran in the UFC game, so I don't know every fighter. So a lot of these fight nights, I'm unfamiliar with the fighters on this card, or on these cards. But if you put that in perspective, that is crazy that there's only one ranked fighter on this card. Let me see if I can pinpoint to who it is. I think it's Justin Tafa. Only people I know, Usman versus Parkin, I know those guys. And of course, I know Justin Tafa. Oh, I know Quandrilo. I see him on Twitter all the time. A pretty whack-ass fight night card, but I will be watching regardless. Maybe play some bets on there. We'll see. But for UFC 300, I'm gonna go big on that, because there's no way we're not making any money on that card. I don't follow too many MMA bettors on Twitter or in general, but one dude I do follow is Lucrative MMA Betting. He won 100K in a day, like 2 nights, or 2 fight cards in a row, which is nuts. And I like to see his perspective, what he's thinking, why he thinks certain people are gonna win. Sometimes I do take that into consideration for my picks, but I feel like I know best, so I always go with my heart. Who's next for Tai Tuivasa, man? He just took the L versus Taibara. I'm not sure how you say his name, but yeah, man, he just doesn't have that footwork. He's just kind of off balance, just swings crazy. There's nothing too special about him. You know, he does have that KO power. That makes 4 losses in a row. People are saying he needs to go bare knuckle now. You know, I'm actually curious how he would do in that, you know, because he's just a scrappy type of dude, just likes to, you know, throw haymakers and hopefully land one of them. But we'll see. I just want to see one more shoey, man, before he calls it quits. I don't know if any of you guys have seen, Merab posted this video with all his Georgian brothers. We got Tupuria, what's the dude in the bottom, his name? I know it starts with a K, his last name, and then I don't know the guy on the left, and then Merab on the right, of course. A lot of people are saying this is the most cringe shit they've ever seen, but honestly, I don't see it that bad. I thought it was kind of funny, you know. It looked like there was only one guy and 4 people came out of nowhere. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. Oh wow, this is on my feed. I do want to talk about this. This was fight of the night probably. That Dulgarian guy, it was his debut, I believe, or maybe he had one fight before that. No, I think it was his debut, but he fought C-Rod. I actually had C-Rod as the underdog winning this fight, and he did, but it was controversial because people were saying, I honestly thought that Dulgarian guy won the first and second round. He actually kind of dominated him the first and second round, and then somehow the judges gave C-Rod the fight because he did hella damage in the third fight. Dulgarian was super tired, but still. And Dulgarian's over here calling out C-Rod for greasing. He says he's wrestled thousands of guys and no one's ever felt the way he felt. So that's quite the call out, you know. Gilbert Burns called out Masvidal for greasing as well. You know, at the end of the day, they're just sore losers. I didn't know who C-Rod was until he fought Raul Ruiz Jr. And honestly, I was impressed. I didn't know who the Dulgarian guy was. I didn't know how he fought, but he impressed me like crazy. His wrestling is good, his striking is good, but he just got tired too quickly. I do want to talk about Battle's fight. This was really funny to watch. Look at them going back and forth. Look, this is what I don't get. This man got eye poked, and he said he didn't want to continue after getting his ass whooped for basically the whole fight. And then literally 2 minutes after the fight, he wants to fight him again. Like, or he wants to fight him now. Like, what sense does that make? Everybody knows he just called the fight a no contest because he was getting his ass whooped and he didn't want to take the L. You know, a no contest is better than an L. And yeah, everyone lost respect for this man. Sean O Malley calling out Merab, saying 2025 will be legendary. Sean is an ultimate troll. He's always picking on Merab. I know Merab's tired of it. He just wants to build a fight and finally, you know, get his title shot. But I'm happy for Merab. He's gonna get it. Sean says he wants 306 in the Spear. The Spear is the next big main event that's gonna happen after 300. You know, UFC 300 of course has all the hype, but after that I feel like the Spear will. Am I the only one who thinks Cory Sandhagen beats Sean O Malley? Out of everybody, I feel like he's the toughest challenge, you know? He's super versatile. His striking is really good. He's like about the same size as Sean O Malley. You know, there's a lot of shorter people in that division, but Cory Sandhagen is one of those people who's the most similar to Sean O Malley. I personally think Cory Sandhagen will be Sean's hardest fight in that division. And some people say Merab, but I honestly feel like this is how the fight's gonna go. Merab versus Sean O Malley. Merab's gonna take his takedowns. He's gonna land a few, but Sean's just so good at keeping his distance. I feel like Merab doesn't have that big of a chin, and Sean O Malley will find that chin. I don't know how long the fight's gonna go. It might go a couple rounds, it might go a little less, but Sean O Malley for the W. MMA fans reacting to UFC 301. A lot of people aren't happy with this card, but honestly, it's not too bad for like a main event. For UFC Brazil, you know, you would think you would have some better, more popular Brazil stars in there. But honestly, let's take a look here. We got, let me pause that. We got, for the main event, Pantoja versus Steve Urquhart. Yeah, this one I don't understand because he's had, what, 3 fights in the UFC and he's already getting his title shot. I believe he's either ranked number 10 or he's not even ranked in the top 10, which is crazy. I think it's the first time somebody who's not ranked in the top 10 is getting a title shot. But the dude can fight, you know, he has really good boxing. So I'm curious to see how Pantoja does against him. But honestly, in that division, I don't see too many people stopping Pantoja. So my money's on Pantoja for sure. Michael Pereira, he just fought and he's gonna fight again, which is cool to see. You know, he got that first round finish early on in UFC 299. Paul Craig versus Chow. I'm eager to see Chow Borralho get back in there versus Paul Craig. You know, you can never count Paul Craig out because he can just pull a submission out of nowhere. But Chow, he's a good fighter. He's one of those top 15, top 10 guys that will be there for a while. Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. That's a good one. Anthony Smith, he needs to get a win in his column. Honestly, I feel like the man should retire, but it's up to him. We'll see how he does against a newer face to the sport. I want to talk about Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. Look at this. Aspinall puts his shoulder on John Jones and he's like, nah, bro. He little broed him. And if you guys don't know what Aspinall was trying to do when he put his hand on his shoulder, he was trying to get an idea of how long his reach is. That's what he did with Sergey when they were in the ring, and Aspinall said that that's what he was trying to do, which is weird. Like, I don't know why you care that much, but we all know what would happen. Aspinall wipes the floor with John Jones. John Jones is too slow at heavyweight, man. Aspinall is just way too quick, way too big, and after seeing what he did to Sergey, Aspinall with a W. Alright, y'all, that wraps up episode 1 of MMA X Talk. I hope you guys did enjoy this concept. I will be doing more of this. I enjoyed making this, talking about basically MMA news on X. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like, give it a comment your opinions, and subscribe.